team, Coach D here from Eat the Frog Fitness in San Diego. And for this video, I want to discuss wrist mobility and strengthening exercises. I've been getting a lot of people coming up to me and telling me that they have a lot of pain in their wrists from any type of high planking or push-up or exercises like that. What a lot of people don't understand is that when you feel that pain, a lot of the time it's your body's defense mechanism kicking in. Your body is saying, you haven't earned the right to move that way or strengthen the muscle enough to be able to operate at that intensity. Think about it. In today's average world, how often do you bend your wrist at a full 90-degree flexion or extension? And even more, when are you asked to load the wrist in that manner? Almost never. Now you want to come straight into a training session and you ask to hold your entire body weight? That's like asking these chicken legs to be able to squat 1,000 pounds. You better believe that before I get crushed under the weight, my knees and my hips would be saying, no way, dude. So if we ever want to be able to hold a high plank position, which you should, without pain, we have to first earn the right to get the mobility for the wrist to get in that position, and then second, be able to strengthen it with weight. Here's how you want to start. So first you want to work to be able to get your wrist into that position unloaded. So you want to extend your arms, locking out your elbows, making sure that your armpit of your elbow or your crease is pointed up. From there, you want to extend your wrist, trying to get your wrist at 90 degrees. You should be looking for imbalances. If one hand is more far forward than the other, one hand can get into extension better than the other, that should be something that you should be working on. And then you also want to go into flexion, trying to keep your fingers pointed straight down, your creases still pointing up, because first thing that your elbows are going to want to do is bend. This is over exaggerated, but it's going to bend slightly. So keep your arms locked out, keep the crease of your elbow pointed towards the sky, extend, flex. When you find that you can get into that position, then it's time to start to go into the ground. If you can't get into that position, maybe you go up against a wall and you push against the wall until your wrists have that mobility. It's just like stretching any other joint. You gotta make sure that you get it into that range of motion. Now, once I get there, I can start to go and load it on the ground, and I control how much weight we put on the wrist. So, quadruped position, wrists are gonna be extended, creases are going to be pointing straight forward, so open up those creases, and then you really want to open up your hand as wide as you can get your fingertips. From here, you're going to shift your weight forward and apply pressure, only until discomfort, not pain. From here, once you get into a good position, you feel that stretch in your forearm and your wrist, you can start to press your fingertips into the ground. Pressing your fingertips into the ground is really going to activate these forearm wrist flexors, because it's going to be trying to fight that force of the ground, right? From here, we can do the same thing. Open up our hand, put the back of our hand against the ground. You're going to notice that this is much more challenging than the other way, and shift your weight back. You'll feel that stretch all along the extensor side of your arm, the top side of your arm. And then from here, try to push your fingertips into the ground. You won't see anything happen from me because the ground's there, obviously, but pushing those fingertips is going to activate all these muscles over here. After that, I can go back to this side, shift my weight forward, and I can try to pull these fingers up off the ground. You won't see them move. There's no way as I'm pushing down, I'm going to be able to lift them up. But when you do, it fires up the front side of those arms. And then the other way, we can put our back of our hands against the ground, really open up our fingers, and then try to flex our fist. If you can create a fist, you're an animal. This is a very, very challenging thing to do, and I'm only applying as much pressure as I need to be able to feel that and work my way into it. Start very slow. After that, you'll be able to slowly add weight to it to where you can bear your body weight. You could do it from the other position. Now, this might make people cringe, but you should be able to hold yourself up on the back side of your hands. If you can't do that yet, then we're not where we need to be. If two hands at the same time is too painful, feel free to do just one at a time. A lot of people ask me, how many times a day should I do this, or a week should I do this? Well, it's taken us a long time to get where we are, and it's going to take us a long time to get where we want to be. It's a slow, gradual process, but the frequency is the more the better. How bad do you want it? 1 time a day, 2 times a day, 3 times? There is no limit. The more you strengthen it, the better. The more you work on that mobilization, the faster you're going to be able to hold a high plank. So start slow, start light, work your way into that range of motion, then slowly start to strengthen. You'll be doing push-ups in no time. Again, if you have any questions, I'm here for you all the time. Reach out to me. I'll talk with you soon.